Deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken goblins joined forces to play Dungeons and Goblins. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our goblins ventured forth to explore strange new lands. Gather up your dice, your manuals, and your goblins, and join us on a quest to make absolute goblins of ourselves. This is Goblins, a D&D Goblins. What? What did you expect? I'm a goblin! Blah, blah.
We showed those mobsters this was Corbett territory, but realized we forgot to bleed on the pillar. So we sending back some people, and other of us are going forward. We're going to meet at pillar number 3.
Welcome back, listeners, to the 53rd episode of our 4th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I just want to make a note that this is where the show was supposed to end, but we're probably going to go for another 15 to 20 episodes because they don't even remember to bleed on the pillars they were next to. So, whatever. So we are going to start off where we left off last time as the group is starting to separate to go, on their separate missions. So first up, we're going to go with Montana and Bradley.
Hell yeah, brother!
So the alley that back the way that you guys came is fairly clear. There is some rubble from the buildings that had fallen down, but they took out most of the people that were in the alleys. So it's actually, you just have to go over the rubble, and then it's fairly clear.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as you could tell.
So we're going back to the dock?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you guys just going to try and hoof it the whole way, or get a vehicle at some point?
We could try to get a vehicle, but
So you have
it's not going to go over rubble.
Yeah.
So after 2 buildings worth of alleyway, it opens up into the street again. So there's, again, you're going to see all the chaos going on of people fighting and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of devastation towards the left because that's where Cthulhu just fell through. So that's actually fairly clear.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Big giant crater. There's nothing in it, but
that's the way we got to go.
yeah. So how do you want to proceed?
Well, unless we can find some off-road vehicle.
Which we probably can't in
New York City.
New York City.
There's a dune buggy right there.
Oh, shit. I get in it.
You fall down. It's imaginary.
It's a mirage.
It's a doom buggy. You're doomed.
Yes, a doom buggy.
All right.
One of those runners from Westworld.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So yeah, what are you guys
I get
doing?
through the alley, but
No, it
still
wouldn't.
looks cool.
Yeah.
It did look cool. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're going to go through the rubble.
Hoof it.
Yeah. Hoofing it.
So when you say rubble, do you mean the carved out swath that Cthulhu went through?
We might as well go through there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's fairly deep. You can see there are holes where it sort of intersected with tunnels, sewers, things like that. So it's not the easiest to traverse, but you can climb down and then sort of make your way. I won't even make you do an athletics check if you're just taking your time.
Yeah.
Sure. So there's literally nothing that you can see in this whole little carved out swath other than in the distance Hastur and Cthulhu continuously just fight. You see Hastur picking up, it looks like a pointed end of a building, just stabbing Cthulhu over and over and over. But his movements are getting a little sluggish.
Ganking him.
So it looks
Spanking him.
Hastur might be getting a bit winded.
He's slowing down.
Yeah, he's slowing down a little bit.
Perception check.
Okay.
14. To see if there's anything that's not nothing in this crater.
So
Like a trapdoor spider?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That'd be terrifying.
yeah, the crater itself, nothing. But you do notice that if you're on the left-hand side of this path, the right is where the tunnels would be, where they might intersect in little spots, like hole here, hole there, not like a continuous tunnel. But you do see at one point, while you're wandering by these empty tunnels, something moves through it. And it's very long, it's very shiny, and it's very large. It takes up about the entire diameter of the tunnel.
I don't like the looks of that.
Something's moving around. It moves about as fast as a subway train, so it's pretty quick.
The subway train.
So we should probably just keep heading back after looking at that.
Fuck it. Let's do this.
All right.
Woo!
So you guys just keep on heading. Now, are you guys going to try and move, get there faster than normal? or just running at your average speed?
Just average speed. Want to keep our eyes open.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to take you, like I said, about 20 minutes to get there. So I would say you're about 5 minutes of the way there. So you do notice that the ground, not too far ahead of you, maybe 100 feet or so, is starting to, like, move up a little bit. As if there's something right underneath the ground that's trying to come out.
Avoid. Avoid at all costs.
I could shoot it.
I don't think that's a good idea. Would that help?
How far do we have to go?
You got about another 15 minutes of foot travel. So it's pretty far.
Like, just to get through the crater?
Just to get to where the other pillar is. Yeah. To get to where that sort of mound of dirt is sort of moving up a little bit, about 100 feet. It's fairly sizable, too. It's not like a manhole-sized thing like that. It's pretty big. Pulsating is close, but not quite. It's not that regular.
Okay.
Undulating.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It's on our way.
So I was either thinking of sending Billy to,
Investigate?
well, distract, just
Yeah.
like to run near it and then go in the opposite direction and we hoof it. Or I could grab onto you and teleport us. Or I could levitate and we could use my bug pack to fly the rest of the way. The levitate doesn't last too long. I forget how long it just says can levitate a willing person, or if they're unwilling, they have to fail a save.
Yeah, I think it's only a couple rounds.
But
le-
still, it's
yeah.
it's full movement, plus the
Yeah.
bug pack would assist.
Yeah, we could try that. Have Billy distract.
Well, do you want to just try flying over it? Because it probably
See.
can't tell if we're there.
Yeah, if it's underground. Might have tremor sense.
Yeah, so if we're above it, it's
It
not gonna...
won't, yeah.
Alright, so, alright, man, I guess, you know, do you want to hug? And then I'll levitate us and flippity-flappity over that way?
I don't want to get a virus.
Well, too bad. Too
Oh,
late.
geez.
Catch it.
You're infected.
Great.
Hey, are those ants in your pants?
Sure are.
You got the itchy scratchies, huh?
So you guys are just going to levitate over the mound?
I'm gonna levitate us, and then I'm just gonna control our movement, some full move, but then use the bug pack to increase it as fast as we can to get past it.
So
God, it's fucking bugs.
you travel about 70 feet. It's about 30 feet to go. And all of a sudden the ground erupts, and this gigantic snake shoots up out of the ground. Were you there the last time they dealt with a big giant snake?
Yeah, they gunned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was in the episodes that didn't exist.
Yeah, the ones that never
Yeah,
happened.
I'm talking about in the swamp with the swamp. You know what? Because you did magic tricks for the swamp witch. So yes,
Yeah.
you definitely were there.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody was there. So you definitely recognize this giant snake as Yig, the father of serpents that your group had dealt with before. As it bursts up out of the ground, and it's sort of just moving up through the air and just sort of stops. It's about 100 feet up, and then the head sort of levels out and just starts periscoping around. What are you guys doing?
Has he looked at us yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
He's
I'm-
rotating.
All right, so it's time to do this, and I teleport us 200 feet forward.
Are you going to wait until he's not looking in that direction?
Yeah.
Okay,
And do a
good.
little stealth
Because if you
move.
just
Definitely.
teleport into the
So
way
like
he's looking.
he's almost gonna look at us, and then we teleport behind him.
Okay.
So there's one of my tellies.
All right. So you wait for him to move his head out of the way so he's not looking in that generation. You go zoom, and you teleport over there. He continues to look around, and you hear him just hissing and screaming almost. He's like, Teaward! Where is that cute bot?
He went that way.
And then his tongue flicks out. Now, you guys are continuing to move, I'm assuming? I smell you, Teaward. His head starts to move back in the general direction of where you guys are going.
Hide.
You're in a big carved... I mean, there are tunnels
Yeah.
every so often, so you could try and duck into one of them.
Do you want
Like,
to?
we're already in the air.
Yeah. How far away are we from
Building?
the pillar?
At this point, I would say you're about another 300 feet.
It's not that
Bad.
But
Are there any buildings near us? Like ruins?
most of them have
Crumbled.
collapsed, but not in that swath that you guys are in. That has been sort of carved out after the buildings fell. So there's a little bit of rubble, but not too much. Really, the only hiding spots would be if you got up out of the little carving, or if you went into one of the tunnels that you might see inside the carved out area.
Tunnel hop it and wait for him to stop looking. All right, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So I guess we'll roll stealth.
Yes.
Okay. I got a 17.
Okay.
Got a 14.
All right, so you're very stealthy as you sort of change your trajectory and just go into one of the tunnels. Definitely a subway tunnel. And it's very dark. The only light you see is coming through the holes every so often. You also, the ground is constantly shaking, so there are like dust and little bits of rock falling down like overhead and in front of you the entire way that you can see so far, but you can't see too far because it's pretty dark. Yeah, so you don't see Yig anywhere. You just eventually hear after a few seconds, Teaward, and then another. So you're guessing he went back underground.
Okay.
Do you want to try and get back out? And then
You don't know if he's gone into the tunnel that you're in,
Yeah.
or if he's going in the direction that you're going in.
Yeah,
Because there's so much chaos going on that it's hard to tell.
but the tunnel's not going to lead us to the pillar.
No.
So,
Do we know how far we can go in, like down the tunnel until we're close enough to the pillar?
It's pretty dark, so it's tough to tell at this point how far it can get you. I mean, you can go down another few hundred feet and then pop your head out and sort of gauge the situation.
You want to try that?
yeah.
All right, but let's hoof it. Like, let's be quick about this, because if he's in the tunnel, he's gonna have a better time of smelling us.
Okay.
Not 20. Mark it down.
I got a 13.
13. All right. So you guys are huffing it, although
I'm more like puffing it.
you're very much huffing. and
Oh
puffing.
yeah, I'm fat.
Montana is just running in circles around you while going full speed. Like, I've never felt better in my whole life. It's a little droopy, little bobbly head, a little bit.
Oh, it's good for you, man.
But so you guys go another 200-300 feet. It doesn't seem like Yig's going your direction. It seems like he went the opposite direction.
Okay.
Good.
Because
that's
the
where Ted
rumbling
went.
from him at least gets a little bit further away. For you guys, the rumbling is the different one. It's the two big giant behemoths duking it out, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
After about 300-ish feet, you pop your heads out, and it looks like the dock, or what was the dock, is not too far away.
Okay.
sweet.
Let's.
Puff it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Do I have shoes?
Yeah.
You know what? They never gave you shoes. Or at least we never talked about it.
I'm
You
gonna
got cowboy boots.
I'm gonna find. Yeah, that's right.
Cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots, no pants,
No pants.
no underwear.
You have a poncho.
I got a 14.
Okay.
To run.
I got a 9.
All right, so your guys are doing okay at moving. You're not doing great. It's really wearing down on old Bradley.
I'm getting sleepy.
As you climb up out of the carved path, a loud boom is heard nearby because Cthulhu just decked Haster in the side of the head, and Haster went flying through a building and it collapsed. The dock is not there anymore. It's just rubble. You're pretty sure, according to your map, that it was in that rubble. So it's somewhere
Great.
underwater, probably. You're guessing.
Wonderful.
Are we getting tingles?
what
Roll
are-
for tingles.
I'm rolling for our tingle check.
You sort of focus your taints.
What do we add into
Is
this?
there a bonus for tingles?
Let's go with wisdom.
15.
Okay, you getting a little tingle.
19.
Little taint tingle.
Ooh.
You're getting a good tingle. Definitely in the water somewhere.
There are absolutely insects right next to your genitals.
But yeah, also you're getting the taint tingle, but you're also sort of thinking that it might be ants
Scratching.
or a millipede. Yeah.
Scratching my taint. Hey, is there something on my back?
I mean, there's Poncho. I mean, look under the poncho.
Who's Poncho? I've never met him.
All right.
Yeah, look under the poncho.
Okay, let me just... Whoa.
It's a mess back there.
Now you're fine. It's all good.
It's covered in spiders.
Everything's fine.
There's so many spiders in that tunnel.
Why are the hornets and the spiders working together?
The spiders are, or the hornets are riding the spiders.
Yeah. And there are
How's that
aphids
work?
on them.
They've adapted. So yeah,
They're
what are you
using a
guys doing?
stink bug as a palanquin. Boom, palanquin.
What the fuck is a paladin?
Yeah, I know what a palanquin is.
You don't, fucking nerd.
Yes, take it. Fucking
Wouldn't that be
Google
the
it.
opposite of a nerd?
Fucking Google it.
A nerd would know what a paladin
Yeah,
is.
you fucking jock. You
Sure.
Google it. Google it, bitch. All right, so we're going spelunking. We're not.
No,
we're going diving.
We're going swimming.
We're going snorkeling.
Free diving.
The water is all churned up at the moment too because of the building falling in it.
If only we had
blood
something
everywhere.
that could control water.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't the best.
Chose the wrong people for this mission.
Man, this party composition is garbage.
It might have been better.
They should have been the ones to do. Well, probably not, because he would have smelled the cute little butt.
It's true. He would have smelled the cute little butt, or just divvied out your teams differently.
The party composition's garbage.
So yeah. So how do you want to tackle this particular problem of an underwater obelisk?
Hey, robot assistant, you got tanks in there for oxygen for us?
Can you just go down and find it and pick it up?
I mean, you can't pick up the pillar, right? Ain't it like attached?
To the dock,
Oh.
which is not there anymore.
So yeah, he can go get it.
Yeah.
I can go take a look. Yeah, man.
I mean, I do have a way to give you oxygen, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Yeah, sucking my finger.
I gotta suck on your finger.
Sucking my finger.
That's a better option than what you could have chosen. The last version of you, I had to suckle upon the nipples.
Inner tube.
It was weird, and it moaned. That was strange. You're a much better version.
Sure.
You moan a lot less.
Oh,
That's moaning?
it's my moaning.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
What?
What?
What? He always makes that noise when I fold him up into his suitcase form.
Yes, Daddy. Fold me hard.
Wait a second. Nope.
You're my magic Daddy.
You're never getting folded again.
Damn it.
All right. Well, let's
Damn it.
hey,
This is the end of the world.
jump into that churning morass.
All right.
So it just jumps into the water
Go get us that pillar.
and immediately sinks to the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm worried about what's gonna happen to me if we can't activate this pillar. Tedsworth is probably gonna cause me bodily harm.
I mean, most likely, but you can't die.
Yeah, but
Right.
I fear the wrath of Tedward.
He does have a phobia of punishment.
It's just gonna be a light
Like
spanking.
an anxiety.
Roll me perception check for your metal boy. Add 2 to it.
15.
So your boy has headlights for eyes, basically, and he can sort of see in the water as he's slowly trudging around. Do another perception check for me to see if he can find it.
You got an 18.
He spots it.
Yeah.
It's attached to a. It's sort of on its side. It's still attached to the dock that was there, but it's laying right there out in the open. It's not even really covered up too much. He goes to pick it up though, and it doesn't really want to move for some reason.
At all.
So roll a strength check.
Is this a sword in the stone kind of moment?
It's a what? +5, you said, or 20 strength?
Yeah.
Yeah.
+5.
19.
So it doesn't give right away. Then when he finally yanks it, it comes free, and he can see why it was stuck. Something was attached to it.
Oh.
Some tentacles, to which they unfurl, and now they are moving their way towards him.
Run, Billy, run!
I don't know how he gets back up.
He's got rocket boots.
Yeah.
Does he have
Roll for it.
I picture like a combination of the Iron Giant and Clank from Ratchet and Clank.
That's fair. Rolled 69. So
Oh, he's got him.
Definitely got him.
he's got boots of some kind that propel. So, yeah. So
They were working on rocketry in the 30s.
Yeah.
sure. Roll me a D100 and have it be above a 45 for them to function appropriately underwater.
How's a 75?
So they just under the water. You see it above the water. You see more churning water and a light sort of appearing from under the water.
Hey man, what do you think that is?
And lots of bubbles.
Is that the ocean angered at us and get here to punish us?
Probably. It's Poseidon.
After
It's
a
angry.
few moments, Billy shoots out of the water.
Holy!
He's like, I don't know how to stop! And there's an octopus just attached to it.
And it's like
It's a large octopus.
its eyes
Yeah.
freaked out, like ah!
The fuck?
And I just tell him to stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mr. Octopus.
So yeah, Billy's just traveling upwards,
Drop the pillar.
holding a phallic-shaped pillar. You just want me to drop it?
Yeah,
Overland.
He drops it.
yeah.
He's like 50 feet in the air.
Over land.
So he's arcing, so it is over land.
Yeah.
So it looks like it might fall. It's going to be real close to the edge of that
Get out.
crater.
Oh,
So it's falling.
it's
Pretty heavy looking because it's stone,
Yeah.
but it's falling
Yeah.
towards the earth
Okay.
at a speed.
I'm gonna jump out of the way.
Okay. You're just going to let it hit the ground?
Yeah.
I mean,
What are we supposed to do? Catch it?
I don't know what you're going to do with it.
we could use our whips at the same time to try and lasso it.
What do you so all
Break
right.
our fucking wrists.
If you just let it go, it hits the ground and just explodes. Just shatters into like 15 pieces.
We'll just get the top of it together. We'll just bleed on it.
Top rolls down the crater
Go and get it.
towards
after it.
a hole in the ground.
No.
So it's rolling.
After it.
Shit. Dex check.
It's just continuously flying.
Tell him to
through the
turn
air.
his feet off.
Hey, turn your feet off. Activate your parachute after you turn your feet off. I don't know how.
I rolled really
Seize
bad.
all motor functions.
So you just go stiff as a board.
Turn off the rocket shit. Turn off your shoes.
I don't know how. I've never used them.
Click your heels together twice.
He tries.
Try maybe 3 times. I'll do it.
He clicks them 3 times and they just stop.
Yeah, what? Parachute time.
Oh my god!
Glider, anything.
Have a parachute.
Glider.
So the
Activate parkour mode.
the parachute goes to out, but it's all wet, so it doesn't work properly. So it's just, and he's just flying towards the ground as the octopus is holding on for dear life.
I'm sorry, Mr. Octopus.
It's just careening towards rubble in the distance, a little bit.
We'll get him. We'll get him back.
Sure.
We'll pick him up.
That octopus will be dead.
He's fucked.
Yeah, that octopus is probably.
Poor guy.
So yeah, the obelisk is rolling down the crater.
Yeah, we're going
Now
after
go
it.
after it.
All right, roll athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, good. That's better. 18.
15.
So both of you start to slide down the hill. I would say that Bradley's doing a little bit better of a job than Montana. It looks like it's going to require one last jump to get it before it goes into one of the holes. So roll me in athletics.
16.
3.
So you just fall face forward and just hit the dirt and slide the rest of the way down the crater, Montana.
Fine.
However, Bradley, you dive out and you catch it just as it's going over the edge and into this hole.
All right.
And at which point you notice bloop, like 18 different eyes sort of open up right in
Yeah.
that hole.
Oh, hey, don't
And this
mind me.
deep, awful breathing sort of hits you, and it wafts. It smells like a mixture between bad cheese, rotten eggs, and old mayonnaise.
Old man glaze.
Yeah, old man glaze. It's weird, it's funky, it's gross, but that's right in front of your face right now. But you got the pillar in your hand.
Hey, Montana.
Bleed on it.
There's something in here.
Just back up slowly.
I'm just gonna back up slowly and nick my finger on something and just bleed on it.
So when you bleed on the pillar, you light up. This light just sort of goes all around you. It's this red light, and it's coming right out of the tip of this pillar and just shooting right into your chest. And you feel good. You feel nice and light.
I feel like a new, like I've had a pedicure.
Yeah, which is kind of overtaking the terror that there's a giant monster right in front of your face.
I'm not really afraid of this creature, but I feel beautiful.
We should still probably
Ground's
leave.
starting to crack.
Let's go.
how do you want to? You just want to run up the edge and?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Roll me an athletics.
I'll get away from this trapdoor spider. How's an 11?
Not great.
No, it's not.
That's an 18.
Better than an 11. You make your way up the top, whereas Bradley's just getting winded.
So tired.
Out of the top of the hole sort of bursts, and this furry clawed hand puts itself down, and then another one, and this fat toad-looking creature sort of pulls itself out of the hole in the ground. It has this big tongue with lots of bristles on it, and it's just wagging all over the place, and it's just like, "Rah!" And it sees you, obviously, and it wants to be friends with your insides.
You should add me on Facebook and we'll start from there. Oh, God.
So, what do you want to... Are you just going to carry the pillar around with you? It's supposed to be in a certain spot, so, I mean...
We gotta take it back.
Gotta take it back to the spot.
Currently, that spot is not in existence.
Should we just, toss it into the ocean?
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
I say we run as fast as we can, and I'm just gonna kind of yeet it.
Sure. Roll me a dexterity.
A yeet check. How's a 20? Not natural.
Yeah, so you just you're running and you just just kind of toss it to the side. It goes kerplunk into the water, but the beam of light still is hitting you. Now it's hitting you in the back as you're running away.
Oh, my back feels warm.
Which direction are you going? Are you going towards the pillar you guys first were going towards, or the other pillar?
We should probably... So, what? Number 1 is here. They're going to here.
So number 1 is the bottom left of the star.
So...
Yeah, that's where we are.
Okay, so we're here.
They went towards the bottom right of the star.
They were going here.
Yeah.
So
And then we were going to meet
go
here?
Yeah.
Fuck that. We go to this one.
All right,
There's
so
no, by the time, we're going to be behind
We're not gonna meet up then.
Fuck it.
Okay.
We'll meet up at the last one.
All right.
Okay. So how do you want to proceed? There are no cars in your immediate vicinity as this large, fat, hairy toad creature has crawled out of the rubble and is now in pursuit. Doesn't move super fast.
Run.
I'm going to run.
Okay. Roll me athletics checks.
I'm also going to drop down a smoke bomb. I'm fucking Batman. Athletics? 20, not natural.
All right.
7.
So now Montana is starting to huff and puff as you're getting winded.
I got my second wind.
Bradley,
because
yeah,
fear.
you got your second wind and you're taking off. The giant creature has finally crawled his fat ass out of the top or out of the hole in the ground and is on top of the swath. This thing stands about 30 feet in the air, so it's going to see over top of your smoke cloud, so it'll see you guys running away. But it doesn't move super fast. It's this very globular, just like fat toad thing, just...
Okay, yeah.
You're also running in the direction of where Cthulhu and Hastur are fighting, so... Lots of clouds of dust and smoke.
We'll lose him in the dust.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the way you guys are currently going. Are you guys just going to do this entire trip on foot, or are you going to try and get a car at some point?
Try to get a car.
Try and get a car, but our main goal should just be getting to the pillar no matter what.
Yeah.
So, if we find something on the way, we'll go for it. But
Okay. It's going to be about a 30-minute hike to that pillar, you would guess. So it's going to take a bit to get over there. Assuming there's nothing awful in the way that's going to, heed your progress.
if we get a straight, if
Hinder.
we just go, if we go on a street that connects and get me high enough, I can just look. At least I can teleport us up a mile.
Okay.
So if we just get to visual range, we might be able to just teleport right to it.
Yeah.
However, the issue then is what's going to be there.
Exactly.
We don't want to teleport inside of Cthulhu's anus
Yeah. That'd be no bueno.
yet. Just save the world first.
It's probably the safest place to be.
Yeah.
There's plenty to eat. It's warm. It's cozy.
I don't want to eat his ass.
Well,
I guess
gotta
we
survive somehow.
Eat his crusties.
Yeah.
What's he been eating? Nothing. He's eating nothing. He's been sleeping.
He's been eating kale chips.
Oh no.
Lots of kale
Oh,
chips.
that kale cake.
It's kale cake. So much kale. That's all that's down there.
So do we want to try and just run straight there, or do we want to try and angle it so we can try and get on that street that it's on?
Let's just try and run straight there.
Yeah, if we find an opportunity, we'll take it.
So straight there is through a lot of devastation and chaos, whereas if you
kind of go around it.
go straight up and then over, so straight north and then left, you'd be able to get to streets where there are cars, but you'd have to pass back over the swath, which is going to slow you down. This big old toady, Sathogawa, I believe is his name.
Well, I mean, we can try and go for a car.
Yeah. It'll end up being quicker.
Yeah.
I will say that it looks like not too far ahead. You know how on top of buildings they have not the lightning antenna, but almost like a metal tower sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
That is sort of fallen over and is almost a walkway the entire way across. It doesn't quite touch the other side, but it gets you pretty close. You can probably jump the rest of the way. But it's sort of teetering out over the side. So it would be a quicker way to get across. It's about 100 feet up of running, so you don't know if Sathogawa is going to catch you easily or not, because he is pretty fat and slow, but you're not sure.
Yeah, we could try that.
Why not? Let's go for it.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
we're going to go for that.
All right. So as you guys are running towards the tunnel, that's where we're going to switch teams and take a break. Hello, listeners. This is Dennis, the world's most okayest DM, here to talk to you about patreon.com/botchpodcast. You can find levels ranging all the way from $1 all the way up to $50. Our $50 bi-weekly playable game still has 2 slots available. This will probably be the only other bi-weekly game that we run, so if you want in on that, I would get in while the getting's good. Also, the other bi-weekly game we do live on Twitch every other Friday, somewhere around 6 o'clock. That's over at twitch.tv/botchedpodcast. You can also find me doing stuff for Season 5. So if you want to get in on the planning process, head on over to twitch.tv/worldsmostokayestdm. Check that out. I also do cooking shows. You can find Phil over at twitch.tv/imaginary-nomad, Tristan at twitch.tv/chonkydong, and you can find some of us sharing some ideas and whatnot over at twitch.tv/gstumedia. So go check that stuff out. And if you get the time, head over to patreon.com/botchpodcast. Thanks. And we're back. All right. So now we are with old Teaward and Mr. Balloony Pants himself, Milton.
Well, Teaward, we are here in this alley. Those boys went back. I guess we going forward, huh?
Yeah, but there's something in this alleyway? There's a monster?
I don't believe in monsters.
I think there's Babylonians here in the alleyway.
Babylonians. We gotta get them.
So I know it's in front of me, right?
Somewhere, yeah.
Can I use my lightning hammer to shoot lightning down
Here,
the
son,
hall?
take your shield back, too.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you can shoot lightning and hopefully hit it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
All right. Roll with an attack with disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because you can't see it. You don't know where it is. You're just firing in a direction and hoping.
Well, my first roll was a critical 20.
Okay.
My second roll was a 16.
All right. So you
Plus
Mark
a
it
lot
down.
of stats.
fire. Sure. I'm not marking shit down.
Mark
He
it
didn't get
down.
He didn't get it.
He rolled it.
He rolled it, but it didn't count, so it doesn't count.
I'll roll you, it won't count.
Well, I'm fine with that. So you point your hammer down the alleyway and just fire off a bolt of lightning as a bolt of lightning comes out of the sky, sort of channels through you, and then arcs down the alley, hitting a couple bodies, but then finally hitting something that you can't see. It puts like an outline. Something's electrified a bit, and then you just get a brief idea of what it is, and then sort of this darkened, not glow, but shadow on this body. Looks to be about 8 feet tall, rounded, long, gangly arms.
Is Slender Man?
Yeah, you're describing a Babylonian.
Slenderman's not that. Slenderman's slender. This guy's more bulky and rounded.
He a big
Okay,
fatty.
so maybe maybe he put on a little bit
He's
of weight.
Fat Slenderman.
They're no longer Slender Man.
Fataman.
His metabolism caught up with him finally after
Metabolism
years of
man.
alcoholism.
A Taberman. All right, so you see that. I'm going to need you to roll me initiative, as you've now alerted said creature to your presence. But you can see it now, at least.
Yeah, I can see it. 19.
Where's my goddamn dice?
Goddamn Babylonians took him.
Phil, roll me some initiative while I look for my dice.
What's your
Here we go.
dex?
Never mind, I got 17.
Alrighty. So then first up will be Teaward.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
How much damage
charging
did you
in.
do?
Oh,
50.
I'm sorry.
I was like, wait, you did
We'll just say it's that. 3.
what?
3.
It definitely does more than. What did you
I don't
roll?
know what. I rolled a single d6.
It does more than that.
I'm looking at my sheet and I don't have it marked down.
Oh my god.
What do you want? Like a 2d12?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
I hope you get a 3 anyways.
I got a 9.
Plus his
Alright.
intelligence or something?
We'll never know because he didn't write it down, so we're just going to give him the 2d12. So, alright, so you zapped it with the lightning bolt. It's not happy. Alright, so now what are you doing on your turn?
I'm gonna run in with the hammer and the shield
Okay.
and start beating his ass.
Alright, roll attack.
17 plus 7.
Yeah, it hits.
Alright, I gotta zoom in on this. Okay. 3d6 plus, I guess, 1d4 electric. 9 damage plus 3 electric.
Okay. So you run up to it, swinging your hammer, and you just clock it in the side of what you're thinking is its head. And it sort of staggers over to the opposite side of the alleyway. As you hit it that hard, it just causes it to shift its entire body. I mean,
I'm gonna hit him again.
Sure.
Don't let him breathe, kid.
I can't breathe right now. I'm so excited.
Well, you've been
Beat
working in
this.
the coal factory forever, and you've been smoking since you was 6.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 15?
Will not hit.
Alright.
So yeah, so you get too excited, and you swing this time, but he ducks out of the way, and you just whiff right past his head. And you just feel he's very, whatever this thing is, it's very angry with you.
Horny.
Yeah, very horny. It's gonna just do awful things to that cute little butt. Milton, you're up.
Well, as it staggers back, I guess I'll shoot it with my gun.
Sure.
24 to hit.
That will hit.
Magical 4.
I think that's psychedelic.
I think so.
It is. It's psychedelic.
And then my second shot is a crit 20, mark it down, and a 2, which is nothing.
You have another luck point. You have 2 luck points, by the way.
Ooh. I'll remember to use those in the final moments of the game show that we are running right now.
So,
Next to my health total,
how much damage?
2 lick points. 1 on the ass.
You can redeem them whenever you want.
All right. Oh, so far so good. The first shot, non-critical one, psychedelic, is gonna be 5 damage.
Ooh. You just clip it in the arm, the left arm, you would say, and it just sort of its shoulder jerks back a little bit.
And then he looks at it, and it starts to multiply and folds into reality.
Yes, it's got mouths that are talking to it. Hey man, what are you doing? Let's rub you. It's just like what?
That's depressing. Got a 14.
It's not bad.
I rolled 4d6, and it's like plus 2, and I got a 14. Yeah,
14 out of 24
terrible.
ain't bad.
it's true. You're right. 14 out of 26. It's better than half.
Sure. So yeah, so you fire off this time. When you fire off the shot, it hits him in sort of the not center mass, but kind of shoulder chest region, in the same arm that you hit. So it causes him to go back a little bit more, and he's just like, it'll be his turn. He is going to attack Teaward.
I'm gonna roll my 25%
Okay.
if he makes contact.
Okay. You mean the shield?
Yeah.
What's your AC?
18.
Oh, that's nice. So he botched.
Nice.
Because he's tripping balls so hard, he sees 13 Teawards. And you just see him start gobbling a piece of like a piece of trash. It's like a trash bag. He just starts ripping into it, and he's just like
No, you're not a monster. You're just
punching
a
it,
hungry boy.
just punching the shit out of it, and just
You're
ripping
just a
and tearing.
hungry little boy.
So yeah, that's his turn.
Can we take him home?
You can try.
I don't think so. I don't think Corby would like him.
I think Colby would love him.
He's
Okay.
unclean.
Yeah, but he's got potential.
He's got a branding on his shoulder. It's a JC. It's like a sign or something. No, it's been branded by Joe Corby. So then it would be Teaward's turn.
I rolled to attack again. 17 plus 7.
Hits, yeah.
12. 12. Yeah.
12 damage. So this time you hit him in the side of the head, and you hear this cracking noise. As now
15.
Huh?
It was 15, not 12.
Okay.
Well, he's tripping and he's got a TBI.
Yeah. And so then you hit him in the side of the head on the, I'll say the right side of his head, which causes him to then fly back onto the other side of the alleyway. You're just hitting him back and forth.
Beating him back and forth.
So you have another attack then, I assume?
Yeah. What language does he speak?
English and
Old
bad
God?
English.
Kind of, yeah. A little bit of old guy. Well,
Do I
some
understand
sort
what
of,
he's saying?
No, it's not monster speak.
I miss with my second attack.
Okay. So you get excited again and whiff. So then it's you, oh Milton.
Look here, you creepy 8-foot monster. Joe Corby does not take kindly to interlopers in our reality. Missed with my first shot.
With your first shirt. Yep.
My first shirt.
He's got
and
a
my
shirt
second,
gun.
My second one is a 15.
Does not hit.
But I guess you still standing, so that my monologue's kind of broken off there.
Your t-shirt cannon just has no effect on him.
I guess I'm gonna take cover.
Well, he's currently focusing on Teaward, who's in his face, just beating the shit out of him with a hammer. So,
Still doing it.
all right, this time he's gonna hit Teaward twice. So you can do your thing.
First one doesn't go off.
Okay. You're gonna take 12 damage from the first one. Does the second one go off?
Nope.
All right, you take 11 damage from the second one as his fists are way big for his spindly arms as he just pounds you right in the head, just and then it's your turn again.
I'm gonna try to I'm gonna summon the 3 tentacle monsters,
Okay, you do.
and then I'm going to attack with my hammers.
Summoning the monsters is your action. You can't attack in the same turn.
They
as summon
attack
them.
then, don't they?
They would attack on
Okay,
their turn.
fine.
Yeah, so roll initiative for them.
15, 2, 16.
I was just gonna do them all at once,
Okay.
separately. So we'll average that out and give them a 10. Sure. So then it'll be you, old Milton.
I'm 42. I ain't old. Middle aged,
You're
really.
almost dead.
Yeah, that's almost dead in 1932 New York. I feel like it's pretty
I'm
old.
no old man chicken wing, buddy. But here we go.
All right. Good talk.
uh,
I think Milton had a stroke.
yeah, the man who eats chicken wings is in my brain, ever present. Gotta
Stroking
stop throwing
it.
my die on the ground. Try
That
not
would-
to hit that space bar.
Can't you like give yourself like a little tray or something you could throw dice in?
You'd think so, but
Like if you had some sort of tower that would limit where the dice
it's
go.
an ornament.
Ornaments
A
are terrible
miss.
dice towers.
And then I got a 19.
That one will hit.
And the
So your
magic
first
shot
shot-
is a 2, which is nothing. God
Nothing.
damn this D6. And all it rolls is 1s on damage. All right, there's not a 1. I did 8 damage.
All right, so this time you fire off another shotgun blast. It hits the creature in the chest. It starts wheezing. And then just falls over and dies.
That sounds dirty. Don't touch it, Little Milton.
It's face down, ass up.
Little Milton.
Can't remember your name, so
Little
you now
Milton.
Little Milton.
No, I'm Teaward.
Now bring me some sweet tea, Little Milton.
He's adopting
I
you.
Oh, I don't know about
I'm gonna teach you everything I know about doctrine.
You don't know much.
I'm going to teach you to get inside a person.
That there's a homunculus. See how his hands is real big?
All right.
Oh, yeah, no, that's interesting. Homunculus. What's he good for?
It's like a representation of the nerves in your body. If they was real size proportional to number of nerves, I believe.
So that's what's inside of me?
Yeah, everybody's got them.
Okay, so where's that pillar? It's about a 15-minute walk from here?
Yeah, about.
Let's talk about medical things as we stroll.
You just stroll. You don't even, like, hoof it. So, if you exit the alleyway, it's, again, kind of like a normal street. If you turn right, you can see the swath where Cthulhu ended up. So it looks like that's the end point. So it'll be normal street past that. But you can also see, not too far away, Shub-Nigroth just smashing through buildings and just lactating on people, turning them into monsters.
Well, does she see us or no?
Oh,
Why would you ask that?
Because we came out cautiously, of course.
One of her eyes definitely spots you, but I mean, there's a lot of movement, so she might not. Were any of you there when you fought Shub-Nigroth the first time?
No.
So I don't think Teaward was there, right?
No.
Yeah. So she
Where
doesn't.
did you fight him?
You guys fought her underground?
Yeah, there was like the swirling, arching pathways with stairs.
I don't.
Yeah, no. I don't think I was
Yeah, I
there.
don't think that was Teaward. So yeah, so she doesn't recognize you. She sees you. I mean, she's just clamoring around, just converting anybody she can find. So
Well, let's just hope that she's got more people over that way, and we'll go towards the pillar.
okay, the pillar looks like it's on the opposite side of where she is.
God damn it.
You can go around her.
Did we get a car? There a car around here?
There are cars strewn about. Some of
Okay, so I'm gonna hotwire one then.
Okay, well, the closest car that looks like it's still functioning is on its side, so you just got to push it over.
Yeah, I could do that.
Use your Thor's hammer.
No, I don't want to dent it. I don't want it to dent it.
You beat me to
That's the best way to have it.
I push it over with an 18.
Yeah, it rocks a bit, and then it finally goes the rest of the way and just clumps over.
And I get in
Sure.
and I wire it
All right. Slowly or quickly?
as quickly and as diligently as
Intelligence check.
possible. That's not how you throw dice. I like yeeted it at my wall.
Why?
50.
It's stuck into wall now. I got a 16.
Yeah, so you hotwire the car. You do notice that some of these weird little Shub-Nigroth creations are starting to mosey on down the street in your general direction. As they're just like, because they're killing anybody that they find, but they're making quick work of them.
They can't kill me.
So they're making their way towards you guys as you hotwire the car and it turns on. How do you want to proceed?
To in the car.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you want to go?
Forward.
Forward is a wall.
Backwards.
That's the tunnel, or not the tunnel, the alley that you just came out of.
Alright, so which way's the pillar?
So the pillar would technically be straight, but it's through
But there's a
buildings.
wall there. I can't go that way.
I know. So you could go left or right.
I'm gonna
Right?
Go left.
Sure. All right. So you go left. Roll me a vehicle handling check because there's so much chaos going on.
19.
All right. So you managed to avoid the gunfire, some creepy crawlies, and a few other things. So as you keep on driving, you notice that Shub-Nigroth, a lot of her eyes sort of focus in your general direction since there's nobody else driving at the moment.
She's looking at my genitals?
She is. She can see your cute little butt and your genitals.
Okay, I was going to say,
all
butt's
the way
not a
up there.
genital.
Well, speak for yourself.
I guess
where I
to
keep
her,
'em.
everything is genitals.
Yeah. So she starts to more quickly move in your general direction.
Like general direction?
General direction.
Okay.
So I'm just.
So what's the
I'm just telling
distance
you.
between the pillar and the car?
Oh, it's a 5-minute drive. At good speed, I would say 5-minute drive.
I'm gonna make
So she's
good
definitely
speed
gonna
of
catch you before you get to the pillar.
What if we waited till we got behind a building and then jumped out the car and it kept going and we hid and she followed the car like a big dummy?
Do you think that could work?
I believe it.
Why don't you prey on it?
I
Ask
could
Jesus.
I could create a life that would drive
Hold
the car
on, could
for
you
us.
make I was gonna say, could you make a
crash test dummy.
Sweet Tea Milton Teaward crash test dummies?
Yeah, like a lookalikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a d20.
All right.
Nothing
This is why I
added
have
to it.
luck points. I'm going to use one of my luck points.
All right, I'm marking that one.
All right, a 17.
You make.
That's pretty good on a
You-
just straight roll d20.
It is. You make an okay.
I mean, all I want them to do is look the part and be able to drive.
Well, they're the same shape and size, but they're malformed a bit because you're trying to make humans out
Oh,
of.
she's. Yeah, but it's not a convertible. She's not going to be able to see them.
Yeah, just from
Yeah,
the waist up
so-
is fine.
Sure. So you make them but they're not like perfect facsimiles of you guys that are like super intelligent. They're still a little like flip,
Flip.
flip, flip, flip.
Yeah. Left drive the car.
Roll me a con check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, the same roll. I got a 20.
All right. You don't bleed. You have a little trickle of blood come out of your nose, but nothing
I feel
awful.
fine.
Yeah. You're pretty okay. Pretty okay. You got a headache a bit, but that's about it. So you're just gonna duck out of the car? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna like wait for it to like break line of sight, and then we're gonna tuck and roll out, and then the T monster is gonna keep driving.
Well, but so here's my question for you.
Hold on. Is that Miltea and Teaward?
So here's my question for you. So you two are in the front driving, right? And his T monsters are in the back seat.
No.
I mean-
He got in the back seat, right?
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because
made.
he's my chauffeur.
Because I'm
and
trying to
made-
figure out how they're
I'm
supposed to
gonna tell
swap
you.
seats with you.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. Shut up. So he was in the back seat, right? And I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
So then he creates himself
Mm-hmm.
in the front seat with me,
Uh huh.
and then I tell him, "Hey, Miltea, why don't you hold this wheel and I'm gonna go in the back real quick." And then you just slide over and start driving.
It's Sweet
And-
Milton and T-Ted. Come on.
Oh God, no! I think I did it. All right. And then when when Miltea starts driving, he's gonna create Teaward in the front seat, and then me and him are in the back seat now. Boom.
Roll me a dex check, Tedward, and I will roll one for your abomination.
Why do you get to roll for the
Because
abomination?
it's not you, so I'm rolling for the abomination.
13.
You guys get all tangled up trying to pass between seats.
What? How? I don't see how that would happen.
Well, Tedward was the T-word.
I'm driving.
Yeah, T-word's behind you, right?
No.
he's in the. They're both on the passenger
T-word's in the
seat.
front. Okay.
It's like a bench seat.
Yeah, well,
Right.
T-word gets tangled up and can't get all the way over into the passenger seat and grabs the steering wheel, and now it's sort of like swerving a little bit.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
I don't either. I'm assuming T-word is getting into your seat, right?
No, see, because Tedward,
So no one's
real
driving
Tedward
the
is
car.
driving the car.
Yeah, but Tedward's
Miltea's right
getting
next
out.
to him riding bitch, and then T-Word's just in the passenger side. So it doesn't matter if we switch spots when we come back out around, right? Or did you?
Oh, so you're assuming that this car is one long seat as opposed to two separate seats?
It's gotta
I mean,
be.
when were bucket seats invented?
I don't know.
I mean, they still use bucket seats in trucks.
You mean bench seats is
Bench
what you're
seats.
saying.
Yeah, bench seats.
1969. All right, so yeah, so I guess they would just be a row seat.
Mm.
So yeah, so you guys are, so they're just sitting next to you.
And then
Yep,
they're gonna
so
slide
they're
over.
sitting
All
next
they
to
have
me,
to do
and
is
then
slide over,
They have to
Okay.
just hold the wheel. I'm gonna go in the back,
Okay.
and we're gonna
and
pop
then
out.
they just slide on.
So that's
over.
what they're doing. They're just holding the wheel because T-word is terrible. He rolled a 2, so he's just holding it.
Well, Milton should be holding the wheel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
Miltea,
Miltea's.
like I
okay.
said, is gonna be driving.
All right, well, I'll roll for Miltea. Miltea is so dumb. He also is just holding the wheel, but not understanding how.
Well,
any
the
of it
car's
works.
still rolling, so we're
It
fine.
is.
That's
It's-
fine. We're bailing.
Yeah.
We're getting out.
Roll me.
Well, we gotta wait till the sight line gets
Yep.
through.
Okay. One of you can roll me, or you can both roll intelligence to know when to bail.
You want me to do that? What's your
My
intelligence?
intelligence score is better than yours.
Oh, okay.
Son, I'm a doctor. I got a 19.
Yeah. So you're pretty sure you know when to go, and you motion to Tedward like, all right, we're going, on 3.
Tedward will never know if we don't go.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Yes. 20 not natural.
Do I have a luck point?
No. You're
You got
one
a
away.
5.
You're one away from a luck point. So you get tangled up trying to roll out of the car, and your foot gets stuck in the seatbelt of the car.
There's no
damn it.
seatbelts in the 1930s.
A what
right.
belt?
So your foot just gets tangled in the seat as it's there was a hole in the seat, and your foot gets stuck in it, and so you're just hanging out the side of the truck or car as it's just slowly drifting forward.
Can I try to jimble my foot out?
Yeah, sure.
I'm jambling. What do you want?
Dexterity.
That's not great. I got an 8.
So you try. You're just fidgeting around, but I'm going to say at this point now, you've passed the sight line, so she could definitely see you hanging out the side of the car.
Milton's fine.
As
though,
she's
right?
quickly approaching. Yeah, Milton, you're totally fine. She doesn't see
I'm
you
hiding.
well. Yeah.
I'm gonna hide.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull myself back in.
Okay. Just roll me a strength.
I got a 13.
You do an okay job of pulling yourself back in. It's pretty slow, sluggish, lazy. Yeah, too much sweet tea.
Hi, Miltea. You gotta move over now. I gotta take the wheel.
Oh, it's just sitting there holding it.
I said, you gotta move over. Get out of here. Move over. All right. Well, then I'll sit inside of him if he's not gonna move.
He's not sitting directly behind the wheel. He's sitting in the middle. He didn't even slide over.
Okay, he didn't slide over.
He's
All
just
right. Well, then I
holding the
jump back
wheel.
up front
Okay.
and I start cruising for some pussy.
So you're putting the foot down on the pedal or
Shit,
something?
yeah.
Okay. Roll me a driving check.
Jesus Christ. I think my dice are trying to kill me. I
Wow.
got a 6.
6. So Shub McGrath smashes the front end of your car as it sort of jackknifes forward into her leg and kind of pancakes your car a little bit and then
I like pancakes.
slams back down onto the ground. You see there's milk running all over the place, so you know it's not going to be long before she starts shooting milk into your car.
She starts milking me.
She's going to, yeah, she's going to milk you. So what are you doing?
Do I have space to like get out and run out of the milk zone?
The car is kind of squished. You could try and just kick a door off to try and get out that way.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, roll me strength.
Is it 12?
No, so you're kicking this door, but nothing's happening. As
All right, I'm gonna use the hit. Can I have a hammer?
you do have a hammer, you can
All
just
right,
try
I'm
and
going
smash
to
the door.
attack the door.
Okay,
Yes, I do.
okay. So you manage to smash the door off. Roll me a deck save.
A save.
Yes, a save.
13.
Not great. As Splash Mountain's coming down on your truck, as this just waterfall of milk just runs down onto the truck. You dive out, but you definitely get some on you, and it feels like your skin's crawling a little bit. The sweet tea people who were squished in the car, they coalesce into like this own new life form that's just filled with tentacles, and it's just like and
It's
opens
still
up.
dumb though.
But then also it starts moving throughout the car that it's in, and then limbs start to sprout out of the wheel wells, and the hood opens up, and it's a mouth with teeth.
Oh, it's
Tentacles.
something out of Studio Gimli.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, sure. So yeah, so it has these long haunches, I guess you want to call it, that stick out over almost like spider legs, but lower to the ground. And it lets out this roar as it immediately turns towards where you are, Teaward.
Milton.
Teaward. And yeah, so your legs are kind of fucked up at the moment as they've got little tentacles growing out of them. The skin's moving around like it's got a mind of its own. It's gross. So yeah, that's what you're dealing with at the moment, buddy.
Can I cut my leg off?
You can cut your legs off.
Just one of them.
It's on both of them.
Where on my legs are they?
Calf down.
Okay, so I really only lose from the knee down.
Yeah,
I mean, if you get it off and we fix it, I can reattach him.
true. But that's not the problem. The problem is the legs are infected. So you
I
can,
have holy water on me. Do you think that would do anything?
you have noticed in the past that holy water doesn't really, because they're not demons.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like they're just
Old-
space abominations.
Space nations.
Yeah, space the nation.
Could I use the touch to siphon life out of them and into myself?
You could try. Is that a thing
No.
you can do?
Yeah, I can siphon.
Oh, that's right.
touch.
Yeah, you could try. Assuming
want
that,
to.
Assuming that it's not you, because it's you. It's like-
We'll try.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab the tentacle and siphon life.
Okay. High or low?
Low.
So you do that, and you feel the energy run through you, but now you have a tentacle on the arm that you use to grab. So it's almost
Alright.
like you just moved some corruption around a bit. So now
All right.
your arm is starting to get a little fucked up too, and gnarled and whatnot. So it seems like it's getting worse over time.
Milton's watching all this.
Yeah, you could see him like starting to freak out a little bit as his
Alright,
legs and
alright.
arm are getting
I'm
fucked.
gonna have to take matters into my own hands here.
I'm gonna have to shoot you, Tedward.
Deadwood, look off into the sunset. Look at that bay.
Look at that.
Look at that nice bay.
Look at
there.
them, look at them big old titties, Tedward.
Do you hear the seagulls and the titties?
You hear the titties, boy? You hear 'em?
Mine.
Can
Seagulls
so
love
like
titties.
the car left and she chased it,
Yeah.
and so is Tedward within my line of sight between me and her, or is there?
So imagine the car kept going forward. She smashed it with her leg, so she's standing right there in front of the car, and then he crawls out of the driver's side away. So it's not like she's between the two of you. You have a direct line of sight. She's
Okay.
just more straight ahead, and he's slightly to the left of that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to angle this god gun the correct way, because if I vaporize her, maybe her magic will stop.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, when I see him do that, I'm going to hold out my legs and arm
Sure.
just so it grazes the tentacles off of
You
me.
can try. Roll an attack.
Should I line it up better, or just the attack is all I get?
Oh, the rolling of the attack is the lining it up.
All right. How's a crit 20, motherfucker?
Hold on.
Mark it down.
I'm marking it.
This is what happened last time when I shot the god gun too.
It is. So you sort of you're looking down the sight, trying to line up Tedward's weird goo legs and his the big giant
No,
sugar
I was just trying to kill her so that
No,
her
you
magic
got
is gone.
you got crit 20. Let him role play it.
and the
I mean, if
tentacles
you
goose.
don't want to graze him and take off his limbs, that's fine.
No,
we're just
I
trying
don't
to
want
take the
my
tentacles
limbs.
off is
I
what
want
he's doing.
tentacles off of him.
Which I don't
Okay.
see how that's gonna work, but we'll try it.
Sure. Okay.
Just
You
kill,
just hold-
kill Shogdegroth and we'll see what happens.
Okay. So you line up the shot, and the light coalesces. And as the light coalesces, that's what we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Twitch at Botch Podcast. Instagram, I think. Whatever. This episode of Botch was brought to you by the Patreon producers, His Lord and Majesty, Big Jim, He Who is Steve, Chronic E-Jack, Lousy Apples, Sukari, Swisdom, The Nuck, Daniel H. Stiggy, Shanda Panda, Skinner, Clay, and Sparkle Brony 69. If you want to support the show or be one of these EPs, head on over to patreon.com/botchpodcast and support us over there, like our newest patron, Skippy. Hey man, thanks. If you have the time, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review, like our newest 5-starer. I've never been so hard. 5 stars by Frank W. March 16th, 2020. Dear sweet baby Jesus, I just finished the torture episode and if I could put an animated GIF in here, it would be a slow clap. I'm actually writing this while I'm driving. That's how it... Thank you to Gozer for our intro and outro music. More of them at Gozer_music. And as always...
As you vaporize the person that infected your friend to try to cleanse the infection, scream botched, and we'll hear you.
See you next week, nerd.
Botch Podcast is proudly part of the Giant Size Team Up Network. For more shows like ours, head on over to www.giantsizeteamup.com. When we're bucket seats.
Stick shifts, safety belts, bucket seats have all got to go when I'm driving.
Oh, is this
In
for
my
your country
car.
album?